Can you imagine making a lot of money and losing it all to a lying partner? For privacy reasons, let's call her Annette. Annette was a beautifully brilliant young lady. She came from very humble beginnings and a prayerful family. 6 kids, and thankfully, they truly believe that God blessed and watched over their family. Each of the kids were able to go all the way to university and graduate with a degree. But Annette's journey was a little different. Annette was brilliant. She was smart. Every single year in school, she won an award for something. Her entrance into university was through grants and scholarships, everyone praising her intelligence. To the family and friends around her, Annette was their favorite person. She's the one everyone believed would make it big, would earn a lot of money, and quite frankly would do great and amazing things. After university, life and the economy hit hard. Annette got a stable job as a finance officer, but she wasn't making enough money for what she really wanted to do and the amount of money she wanted to achieve. So she went on her knees and prayed to God. Prayed for financial breakthrough, prayed for a new and better job. And honestly, soon after, the Lord answered. She got a new job as a financial manager at a big-time law firm. She was finally able to move out of her parents' house, get a car, and move in life little by little. But still, with all of the hard work she was putting in, she felt she needed to work harder and deserved more. So again on her knees, she prayed, asking God for again a better job, more success, and really get a chance to use her brain to the best of her abilities. And thankfully, the good Lord answered. Annette was promoted to a financial advisor of an institution where she was earning over double her previous salary. But still, she was working so hard and really felt like she could do more, she could earn more, she could get better. One day, Annette is invited to her high school reunion. She gets ready, she dresses up, it's a brunch event, so she looks nice, she looks classy, and she drives over. There she meets her high school best friend, Lordina. But Lordina looks different. Her hair is done meticulously, she looks great, she smells wonderful. Annette even noticed that Lordina was driving a 2023 Range Rover. How was that possible? Lordina had never been the brightest. She was always failing in school and had almost been dropped out of school several times. And yet here she was in front of Annette, looking better, more put together than Annette, who was brighter. Over the course of the reunion, Annette and Lordina got to talking. Lordina shared that, she manages businesses all across the continent. She's into pharmacies, fueling stations, hair salons, shops. She had a little bit of everything, and she was quite frankly rich. By the end of the evening, Lordina and Annette again exchanged new numbers, said that, this is an opportunity for us to catch up and stay in contact. Upon getting home, Annette took a moment to reflect. Her life wasn't bad, but it wasn't great. She had a stable boyfriend who was, a graphic designer for an okay company. He wasn't rich, but he was kind and humble. She had a job. It wasn't perfect, but she had a job. But she felt like her life was lacking. Compared to Lordina, she should be getting more. She should be living her best life. And clearly this struggle was not working out. So Annette contacted Lordina and said, look, you seem to have your life put together. I'm not struggling, but I don't feel like I've made it. I don't feel like I've reached where I want to reach. Do you have an advice? What are you doing? How do you have so many businesses? What's going on? Lordina told her, look, I don't know what you're talking about, but nowadays to have money, you need a man to finance your business. And then you use those businesses and collect money. Quite frankly, every woman you see now on TV, newspapers, around the world who have money and a lot of businesses, there is some man somewhere, a boyfriend, husband, who's giving them the money to finance it. Annette was like, okay, that's interesting. What do I have to do? Lordina said, look, if you're interested and you're serious, I can put you in contact, but you need to get rid of this person that you're with right now. Annette said, you know what, she'll think about it and get back to her. A few days went by and Annette was really thinking about it. And one evening, she and her boyfriend got into a fight and she used that opportunity to break up with him. With that breakup, she said, you know what, done is done, I'm calling Lordina. She speaks to Lordina and says, look, I'm ready. What do I do next? Lordina says, don't worry, I'll set you up with somebody. A few weeks down the line, Lordina sets her up with a man called Samuel. He's young, but he's making money. He's an entrepreneur across the globe, traveling, investing in businesses, doing so much. And quite frankly, Samuel and Annette click. They get along. They become lovebirds very quickly. Of course, Samuel is an international businessman, so he's not around a lot, but he gives her gifts. He gives her money. He showers her with so many little things. Within a month of their relationship, he had bought her a brand new Mercedes GLE 2024. At that moment, Annette said, you know what? This relationship is making sense. I have money, I have a brand new car, I have a man that I don't have to see every day. Things are looking up great. Annette then decides to invest in a hair salon. And of course, Samuel funds everything, tells her, don't worry, financially, I've got you sorted. If this is what you want to do, I will help you do it. Annette gets on social media. She starts, posting her business, her hair salon, and quickly gets traction. Lots of popularity, and customers are flooding into her hair salon. On a monthly basis, she's making almost $30,000 as profit. What more could she want? From the beginning of this relationship, Annette was fully invested. Wifely duties, cooking, cleaning, available whenever he called. She was 100% invested in the relationship with Samuel. And all she got in return was lots and lots of money. One random Tuesday, Samuel pulls up to Annette's hair salon. Samuel hands her a bag of cash, $10,000, and said, here, take it, invest in your salon, buy a few additional things, and keep prospering. Annette was excited. She was happy. She's like, oh my gosh, thank you. This is great. Again, 2 months later, Samuel comes by with another bag, this time $50,000. Annette is like, wait, what should I do? Am I keeping it for you? What am I doing? He said, no, you just add it back to your business, work with it. I see a future in us. I see what you're working towards. I believe in you. Little by little, Samuel keeps bringing bags of money. Occasionally, he will ask for a certain amount back. Sometimes it's $10,000, $30,000, $50,000. And at every point in time, Annette was grateful, reliable, and always ready to serve. Until a point, she started to ask herself a few questions. This was a lot of money going in and out. He never told her how he got the money, why he needed the money, but Annette decided not to question him too much. She was finally living the life she felt like she had worked so hard for and that she truly deserved. Later that year, the country was struck with breaking news that a very popular socialite had been arrested by FBI officials. They had embarked on a mission to extradite all fraudsters and put them up for trial. This news came as a shock to several people in the area, knowing that this socialite was very well loved among the youth. A few weeks later, Annette got a call from Samuel. He was panting, was whispering. He told her, pack your bags, pack your things, meet me at the airport right now. Obviously, Annette had questions. What's going on? What do you need? He said he's not in the mood for answering questions. Do as I say, meet me at the airport, everything will be figured out. So Annette packs a bag, she gets ready, but decides, you know what, let me pass by my hair salon, see some of my workers, say bye before I go and meet up with Samuel. As she arrives at her hair salon, she sees cars parked, police vehicles, and policemen standing outside her door. Shocked and a little upset, Annette marches towards a policeman asking them, what is going on? Why are you here? This is my shop. And in that moment, she is handcuffed and arrested. The policemen tell her that she is wanted for fraud and money laundering. Annette says, that can't be possible. I need to speak with somebody. You can't do this to me. This is my shop. I own it. The police said, no. Take her away to the police station. At the police station, Annette is informed that Samuel is actually part of a fraudster circle and that he's been using her shop as well as other locations to clean and launder money. Not only that, Lordina had been the one to snitch. She had been apprehended first and had been given an ultimatum: go to jail or snitch on other people. She had obviously chosen to throw Annette under the bus. As it stands, Lordina got a plea deal. Samuel had arrived at the airport and left the country, and Annette was stuck in jail, facing fraud charges, money laundering charges, and 20 years in jail. Now, Annette is left alone in her jail cell, contemplating what to do next. Now that's an entangled web. That's all we've got for you guys today. Don't forget to like, comment, and follow, and then subscribe to our YouTube channel at EntangledWebStories. We post a new video every single Saturday, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye!